morning, everybody, and welcome to MiMs, the online internet video game TV show that needs to be stopped. A Hat in Time puts you in the hat of a time and space traversing Bo Kid, trying to get back all of your long shiny things. But Bo Kid isn't Waluigi, which is why we're throwing her in the trash and playing as the one true main character, Hat Kid. Also, there will be a challenge run. Can you beat a Hat in Time without playing the friggin' game? There's only one rule. We are allowed to use the game's judge function. Thankfully, semantics are required to define what a judge is. There's a clearly labeled judge function in the controls menu, normally assigned to the R3 button on an XXX input controller. I moved this to A, still technically pressable accidentally in the actual run. Our first order of business is clear. Burn the entire world to the ground! So we can get some helpful hat abilities. This being a platformer, eating everybody alive is generally encouraged. You're gonna need some sneaky workarounds to eat even the smallest enemies, though requiring tons of lengthy detours. Eating everybody like this allows you to traverse almost the entirety of Mafia Town and collect enough yarn to craft the 2 currently available hats. Then grab the game's first shiny thing.
That's how Mafia works?
Next we move on to timepiece number 2, Barrel Battle. Mission failed! You're all next for watching, and get out of my room and play Minecraft! But
hold up, wait a minute!
There's still something completely useless at our disposal, which I know you've all been waiting for. It's time for our tried and true secret technique for player mode. We may have been a bit too hasty throwing Bo Kid to the ground. Though she may not be Waluigi, she is Waluigi, which has to count for something. Like any good friend, she'll die both figuratively and literally, mercilessly crush Hat Kid so we can get some helpful hat abilities. And you'll get high to escape into the level proper, where you can easily beat and get shiny thing. Number 2.
1 pair of pants later.
I was stuck for a while until I got a crazy idea. What if I'm not the only person on the internet who intentionally tries to be gay? Go to google.com/hatintimeplay. Listen, one of the first results is a completed just speedrun by Ian Wubby. By the way, spoiler warning, this episode ends with a mission failed. Turns out I'd been gay, and Hat Kid is extremely useful and can be thrown straight back to the because there exists a completely useless method to gain height. The physics programming leaves a lot to be desired. Press A to elevate at hyper speed. After 80 tries, you'll land on the gold prize that makes the rest of this run possible. A single bulb? This unlocks the ice hat for crafting, which you're sus until the next chapter. The ice hat
is completely useless and can be thrown straight back into the trash.
Nevertheless, it allows us to
elevate at hyper speed.
Heading way back up to that gold prize, we can now use the ice hat to mercilessly crush Bo Kid, who I should probably stop throwing in the trash. Next, we move on to the 4th timepiece down with the Mafia. Mission failed! There's only one extreme platforming room. The rest is on flat ground, including the Mafia boss fight. Attacks can be efficient. Smash him and grab that shiny thing to turn into a fish. From now on, no singular shiny thing is technically required to be gay. Chapter 2
is completely useless and can be thrown straight back into the trash.
So we're heading there first. While gay, I highly recommend buying the No Judge badge, which, as the name implies, prevents you from being gay and drastically easing your frustration from this point forward. At shiny things, you'll open up Sus Forest, which I recommend throwing straight back into the trash immediately. Here you'll be able to crack the Dweller Mask, trick a friendly resident into mercilessly crushing Hat Kid, and access the Sus. Not only will you get one more time, you'll also get the Hook badge. Tons of timepieces are explicit. If you ever need to get on as is, summon in Hat Kid and immediately mercilessly crush her face. She'll die both figuratively and literally, which automatically teleports both players to the next area. Or at least it's supposed to. Coping is really gay.
You'll come to learn throughout the run that Hat Kid's ability to despawn and respawn at your command is
of all the shiny things, I collected the absolute gay. This was the Chapter 2 finale, specifically the AHiTLER in Dead Bo Kid Studios basement. Before heading in, I recommend throwing my life straight back into the trash. Hat Kid's newfound ability to smash us gives us some much appreciated If you really believe in yourself, there's nothing that can stop you from throwing
the entire world
straight back into the trash and collecting some helpful hat abilities.
Several bad puns later.
Most of the platforming here is
needlessly complicated. There is one tricky trap we need to throw the challenge run straight back into the trash. And the Hat in Time play this run is mission fail.